Welcome. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 3, Episode 52, recorded on the 24th of February 2024, released on the 26th of February 2024. So, if everything's done what I wanted it to have, you will have seen that a non-animated episode came out yesterday, which is tomorrow in my life. Is a Big Finish news roundup. So if you did watch it, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the Neighbours episode released on the 8th of January 2024, as we're trying to shorten the gap. Eventually we will. But yes, that's what we're talking about. So but before I get into that, actually, you may have noticed that I'm doing different things on the channel podcast episodes now, and that it's not all Neighbours or Doctor Who. Well, there's no Doctor Who to speak about at the moment, so yeah, but yes, that is if you want to know more about the channel and what's been happening, go and watch the channel update episode, which came out on, I'm trying to do days here, a couple of days ago. Yes, but yes, as you can tell by my voice, I'm pretty much back to normal, which is good. So we're not going to have any of the channel update or the last Neighbours episode where I sound like Darth Vader. We don't want that. But yes, so before we get into spoilers, here are my spoiler-free thoughts for the Neighbours episode released on the 8th of January 2024. I loved Byron and Nicolette's bickering. I enjoyed Paul and Nicolette's conversation about Nicolette's previous actions. I liked Carl and Wendy talking about Holly and Sadie. Loved that Therese and Jane came clean about Paul bribing one of the counsellors. I enjoyed Carl's song to Holly, and I liked seeing Therese stand up to Paul. So I'm going to do a spoiler warning now. So if you have watched the episode, obviously you know what's coming. If you haven't and would like to, go and watch it on Prime Video. And if you haven't watched it and don't mind being spoiled, then feel free to continue watching. But obviously there's going to be spoilers, so that spoilers will be coming in 3, 2, 1. The episode starts off with the previously recap and the title sequence. Has and Holly cloud gaze. Don't know if that's a word, gaze at clouds, but there we are. Sadie tells Holly and Haz about her argument with Wendy about her attending university. Nicolette references that Byron doesn't have a job after he quit Lassiter's. Wendy tells Andrew about her argument with Sadie. Therese and Jane talk to Toadie about their meeting with the mayor. Byron finds the package that was left for Nicolette in the apartment in his car. Sadie wants to move in with Byron, Haz and Mackenzie. Holly expresses her jealousy for Sadie's life with Andrew and Wendy. Nicolette tells Paul about Sasha. Andrew talks to Sadie about her decision to move out. Sadie tells Andrew that she isn't ready to move out and leave home at the moment. Haz asks Holly about Carl. Paul already knows about Nicolette meeting Sasha during her time away from Erinsborough. Nicolette reminds Paul about several aspects of her relationship with Sasha. This took place while Nicolette was still with Kiri. Jane and Therese inform the mayor of Paul's bribing. Carl and Wendy talk about the parenting failures with Holly and Sadie. Carl believes that Wendy should enroll into university. Therese explains to the mayor what Paul's reasons for bribing were. The mayor reveals that the second vote for the combined school and retirement experience must take place for fairness and integrity purposes. Carl sings an apology song to Holly. Holly doesn't believe that Carl's apology is genuine initially, but then realises that Carl is genuinely apologising. Paul is angry at Therese and Jane for exposing his bribing. Therese stands up to Paul. Toadie laughs at Paul's mood. Wendy apologises to Sadie for her rolling her into university. Wendy tells Sadie that she's thinking about attending university. Nicolette blows up at Byron. The mayor informs Jane and Therese that the combined school and retirement experience can still go ahead. Nicolette talks to a stalker and the episode finishes off with a coming up trailer. We also got to talk about an interview which has taken place featuring David, played by Takaya Honda, and Krista, played by Magella Davis. So Takaya and Magella introduce themselves. Takaya talks about David's decision to return to Edinburgh, which involved Krista. That's it for this episode. So let me know what you thought of the episode that I talked about, the 8th of January 2024 episode of Neighbours, in the comments below. Any suggestions for what you want me to cover, keep them coming in. I love hearing them. And anything else for the comments? No. Oh yeah, let me know what you thought about the episode. If you watched it, my review if you didn't, and you can do all of that in the comments below. Remember, you can also like and subscribe, and that's it for the Everything Podcast Season 3 Episode 52. Goodbye.